Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. I shall be going directly to my topic. More or less, I've tried to cover everything about the, not just about the processing, a little about the biology also, and to give an overall picture about jellyfish processing in the country. So my topic is novel processing technologies for jellyfish products, enhancing value, safety, and market value. So brief about the introduction, we all talked about how you must be hearing for the past 2 days about jellyfish aggregations and jellyfish bloom and things like that. It's a very it is a natural phenomenon of a very wealthy marine ecosystem, and there's plenty of jellyfish production along the aquatic zone and also in our coastal waters, in our beaches, and also there's an aim fishery also for jellyfish. There's a lot of inconvenience to the fishing mainly because of as a bycatch in trawls, in stake nets, in bag nets, and it's causing a lot of fishery difficulty for the fishermen because the landed species or the targeted species are not landed and jellyfish are caught in it. Cleaning the nets are also very difficult, and there is a major threat to the aquatic food chain because of this and the fishing activities. And FAO in 2013 has termed jellyfish as a vicious circle because they feed on most of the larger predators are overfished, and the Mediterranean coast area what they've seen is the jellyfish feed on larvae and smaller fishes, and as a result of which there's a bloom of jellyfish in that area. And also the sewage and the fertilizers from the waters, inland waters, make it a source for proliferation in these areas. So we have problems along the coast, but still it's a big source of health food and also for human food. So in this picture you can see that jellyfish, something about jellyfish taking over the world, and climate change may be one factor because of its growth. You've seen that tourists also, because tourism is a big thing in many of the coastal countries, and because of jellyfish landed on the coast, there are big problems. And inland waters, especially in the bar mouths, when the salinities are very high, jellyfish are found inside backwaters and also in river heads. So in the report by FAO, thinking about the future of food safety, a foresight report, jellyfish has been said to be a new source of food, and new food sources and food systems in that, along with other edible insect, plant-based seaweeds, jellyfish comes as given 4.2 deals with jellyfish. So it's an important source of food for the future when we have depleting marine resources, and we could, though export only is taking place from India, we could aim to like how in Gopalakrishnan sir had said in his presentation, we could aim to use jellyfish as also a source of food for us. The global production, Rhoplima species and Stomalopus miliagris from the US, estimated at 30,000 tons in 2018 by FAO. And like we said earlier also, China contributes to major landings and also the consumption. And globally, jellyfish is traded in the live. There's a production of live, fresh, dried, frozen, chilled, brined or salted jellyfish products. And the estimated trade is nearly 10,000 to 70,000 tons per year. Edible species along our coast, Rhoplima hispidum in the Gujarat and Catostylus perisi, again in the Gujarat, along the Gulf of Kutch, swarming blooms are found there. And there are 2 seasons also there, and Crambionella species and Crambionella orni in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and a little bit in the Kerala coast also. Utilization as food, jellyfish has been consumed in Asian countries, China, Japan, Malaysia, Republic of Korea and Thailand as part of traditional cuisine and are valued for their health benefits. There are jellyfish masters who have mastered the art of processing jellyfish in these areas, and depending on the batches or what the variations are, they are able to manipulate and produce products which are needed for them. Exporting countries also are found in Australia. The local population, the native population are consuming jellyfish there. Argentina, Namibia, Bahrain, Nicaragua, and the United States. The advantage of jellyfish are they contain a lot of protein. There is very less of fat or lipids, and minerals are also present. And because fats are not there, they have also a high content of collagen, which is required for skin. And the one advantage or disadvantage is if you process it quickly, it is okay. But if you keep it for a longer time, because of the high water content, the jellyfish tend to spoil very fast. And hence, as quickly as possible, you should be able to process it. When you look at safety aspects, a few work have been done on different aspects on the biological side and also chemical. Foodborne pathogens have not been reported so far, but potential elements of potential pathogenic bacteria have been recorded by some of the authors. Vibrios and Acinetobacter mycoplasma has been reported. So it can be, jellyfish can be a source of pathogenic bacteria and can affect the human and marine health if it's not processed properly. Some authors have also reported levels of staphylococci, but that may be because of post-harvest handling only. And one case of toxin production, the ciguatera poisoning, has also been reported by the ingestion of imported jellyfish. Jellyfish, in a lot of work has been reported on allergic conditions by consumption of jellyfish by different people, but that may be because of having edible, it may not be edible species, it may be some other species which are non-edible and things like that. In the chemical contamination, you can say that bioaccumulation of pollutants from the marine environment is a safety concern. And various trace and heavy metals have also been reported by many authors. So whatever you say, that monitoring of the quality of the water from where it is caught, or the tracking has to be, it is important, so that you know the environment, because these are bioaccumulate, jellyfishes can bioaccumulate metals in their body. So this has to be carefully monitored. When you look at the Indian scenario, right from 1984, they have been landed and caught for export purposes, but not as a targeted. Of late, there are targeted areas in Andhra Pradesh, in Gujarat, and also in Tamil Nadu. And they are caught along with trawls and bag nets and stake nets. And most of the processing done in Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. These are some of the areas. And in Gujarat, the season is from March to May and October to December, and Andhra Pradesh from April to September. And like I was, Dr. Gopalakrishnan sir had said, now Kerala is also having a season from November to January. Many of the fishes target on oral arms now, and bells are discarded. The major species, banana, sunflower, long leg, that is how it is marked and sent. Raw material prices are low, 20 to 30, maybe sometimes up to 50 rupees per kg. Salted oral arms are more in demand, umbrella is less in demand. Oral arms, salted and water packed, are packed in plastic containers. Exporting countries are mainly China, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Singapore. And the product shelf life is 18 months at room temperature. Major quality issues, sometimes sand. If you don't have proper cleaning, there's a tendency that everyone likes the white or off-white color. If the color is dark, some species is not accepted. And quantity issues are minor differences in net weight. And there are no major problem which the fishers said they do not have any machinery for grading of the jellyfish. So along the Gujarat coast, Gujarat is a primary And two major species, Catostylus perisi and Rhipolima hispidum, is targeted there. And the current landings are nearly 13,000 metric tons of oral arms, 82% of Catostylus perisi and 17% of Rhipolima hispidum. And mainly two areas, that is Jakau and Oka. It is mainly processed in those two areas in Gujarat. And this is the way how it is processed. The fresh jellyfish is landed and then it is carried. Can be iced sometimes, most times it's not uniced, and it is taken to the pre-processing facility where the bells and the oral arms are separated, and then it is continuously washed multiple times to clean the sand and other mucous membranes on it, and then it is put in cement tanks. Before that, it is agitated to remove, to help in further cleaning and for hardening, and then it is put in cement tanks along with alum and salt, mostly 0.3% alum. It varies. What we have seen is what the percentage of alum and salt in different areas are varied, and it is cured for 7 to 8 hours. And the main source is alum helps in firming the texture, salt helps in removing the moisture content and keeping the microbial quality or maintaining the microbial quality. At the same time, sometimes in certain places lime or soda is also added to reduce the pH. And then curing is continued in the tertiary tanks for another 7 to 10 days. And then after that, it is heaped together and kept so that the draining occurs, and the whole process takes about 3 weeks to 6 weeks, and the weight of the processed product get reduced up to 30%. It is at the end of it, it's a very crispy, crunchy texture. So the final product, semi-dry product, is graded into 3 categories, that is A, B and C, based on the weight, more than 200 grams, 100 grams and 50 grams, like that. And the final semi-crunchy product is packed in 20 liters, 25 liter. It is packed in buckets, and then it's packed with the rest with seawater, and then it is exported. So you can see in this picture in the bucket how it is, along with the seawater or salted water. And commercially it is it is traded as salted banana jar and salted flour jar. Other applications of jellyfish, in 2015 USA has declared jellyfish as a natural food diet, just like vegetables like broccoli, carrot, like that. It has been branded, and along with a source of food, jellyfish has also been used as medicine, as traditional medicine, because the jellyfish has medicinal value and is effective for arthritis, hypertension, back pain, ulcers. It also helps to keep your skin soft, improving digestion, fatigue, exhaustion, stimulating blood flow, and ease of any type of swelling. It's a valuable health food, a source of collagen, because the protein content is mainly collagen and can be used for cosmetic use. This is another publication or report by the FAO, which FAO was calling for the cosmetic industry to use more of jellyfish in formulations, as overfishing the Mediterranean is boosting their numbers, thereby reducing fish stock further. So it's an important source of hyaluronic acid, jellyfish, and a lot of studies have been done by authors where this hyaluronic acid has been extracted, and mainly because jellyfish is capable of reversing the aging process, it has been reported, and hyaluronic acid is most vital compound for our skin after collagen. And the advantage of this acid is that it has moisture locking ability, because due to the multiply charged negative ions present in it, which allows us to attract the moisture and trap it by forming special coil structures. And up to 2% hyaluronic acid or salt are added in skin conditioning as moisturizers and things like that. And this product also has anti-aging effect, skin augmenting effect, hydrating effect, and can also be used as a stimulator of collagen production. So all this work has been done. And in CFT, we have extracted hyaluronic acid from Acromyces flagellatus, a type of jellyfish, in our laboratories. And then the process as per Sanmin. And then with further vacuum drying, we have got the powder. And we have studied the properties of the extracted hyaluronic acid, where we got a fine powder which is hygroscopic in nature and clear, off-white with a pH neutral, more or less up to 7 plus or minus 5, which is unsoluble in water, soluble in water and unsoluble in organic solvents, and TPC less than 5 gram. And we have done the confirmatory test, and we found that moisture locking ability, UV visible spectrum, FTI spectra, viscosity are all similar to hyaluronic acid, and we have confirmed the test. And this is spectra of the UV absorption spectra which we got in comparison with hyaluronic acid sample, where the maximum absorption wavelength was near 202 nanometers, and similar hyaluronic acid extracted from streptococcus, from sugarcane molasses, and also rooster comb also give an absorption of 199. So it was similar to our hyaluronic acid which we had extracted from jellyfish, and it was comparable. So with the different other tests, we have confirmed that it's hyaluronic acid which can be applied as an ingredient for cosmetic. Other novel processing methods, we have studied the nutritional and bioactive compounds of Rhopalima ispidum, where moisture, the proximate composition, 96% moisture, protein is 2.23, ash or minerals, ash can contain minerals, it can be sand also, and the fat content is very less. Lipid profiling has also been done, and palmitic acid measured, followed by EPA. We have studied the antioxidant properties, DPPH, radical, free radical, scavenging activity, ABTS, and the ferric reduction activity, metal chelating, and was noted to be significant. So it is a bioactive, there are bioactive compounds in the body fluid. Functional properties of the body fluid also were studied. And the shelf life in refrigerated condition was only up to 4 days of storage based on biochemical indices. Studies have been done on thermal stabilization also, Aurelia and Cotil or Hisa and Rhizostoma palmo, by treating at 100 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes, buffered solution. Changes in protein, phenolic content, and antioxidant properties were studied. And it was seen that better stabilization of protein and improved antioxidant properties were found in Rhizostoma palmo. Processing of Rhizostoma palmo into semi-finished dried products also, without the use of alum, also has been studied, because alum is used for firming, but aluminium, the level of aluminium which has been detected in these products are very high at the end, and which is much higher than the permissible level. So alternative arrangements or alternative processing techniques are required to reduce alum content, or not to use alum content during the processing. So treatment with calcium salts, calcium lactate, and calcium citrate and calcium acetate was also done, and what they found is good microbial stability and improved texture, and antioxidant properties have been seen. Crispy paper-like textured jellyfish by immersing jellyfish in ethanol for 2 days, followed by evaporation, has been done by some authors. Snack products using Catostylus taggi umbrella by freezing and microwave processing also was done. A substitute of wheat flour for developing cracker formula at 30% level at a storage stability of 35 degrees for 12 weeks. So many different processes have been done, And partly rehydrated jellyfish are generally served in salads and soup, sauces, along with sauces. And RTU, ready-to-use products are also developed from jellyfish, which needs no further processing. Because generally, the jellyfish that you get in the market are highly salted and contains a lot of alum also in it. And it has to be rehydrated by soaking overnight or for longer period. And once you rehydrate it, you remove the salt content only, you can consume it. But RTE products or ready-to-use products have also been developed. About the statistics of jellyfish trade from India, which I got from the MPDA, from 2018, 19, 20, we see that the major markets are China, Southeast Asian countries, and last year, 22, 23, the export has considerably come down. It is only 819 tons, earning a value of 1.69 million US dollars. But in the early years, you see that more than 1,000 tons production has been there, with the highest in 2021. So to conclude, ample scope for process optimization and value addition of the emerging jellyfish species. Like we said, we have 4 major species in India. And there is limited exploitation due to lack of knowledge on fishery methods, or targeted fishery, because it's always a bycatch and very little targeted fishery is being done. Post-harvest handling also, because jellyfish tend to spoil very quickly. It has to be harvested quickly and handled quickly. Most of the jellyfish which are landed come uniced, and processing and quality standards are yet to be there in the country. Maybe it should be taken up with FSSAI as one of the commodities. Non-existence of a domestic market for jellyfish. Most of the jellyfish that is produced is for the export market. And the way forward would be targeting harvesting for procuring high quality raw material. And it's a targeted harvesting. You ensure that, and you are sure that you get a price for your product. I'm sure the fishers will properly ice the product and bring it to the show. Protocols for post-harvest handling and processing has to be in place. Different types of products also you can develop with different processing facilities that we have. And safety standards are to be in place and quality control ensured. A value chain has to be established for these products. And creating awareness on health benefits. Some propaganda, some brochures, it can be done. And linkages with international markets. The very few markets that we have are the Southeast Asian markets. More linkages with other markets of the world, and we need some basic machineries for processing. Thank you.